Now let us talk about data centers. What is a data center? Remember these servers? These have to be located in a special area. A company cannot afford to keep these servers under somebody's desk or in a common area where the access is not restricted. Okay. So doing that will cause unexpected outages, most probably in the business, because most of your business processes rely on these servers. So these have to be placed in a special area which needs to have certain features. For example, this area needs redundant power supply to handle power outages. And they also need cooling systems to keep the computers operational. High-performing computers generate lots of heat and they need a proper ventilation and cooling systems. Otherwise, these systems will not perform as expected. Then, a high bandwidth networking infrastructure is needed to handle the network traffic that flows in and out of the data center. Remember, all these users will be using these servers through the network as needed. And more importantly, this area needs to be physically secured. Only authorized personnel may gain entry into this area. So these are just few among such features needed by this special area. And this area is called as a data center. A data center can be located in the same location as the company. However, this may not be possible always. For example, a company would lease a workspace which would be a floor in a multi-storied building, and there may not be a provision to set up a data center there. So they might choose to set up their data center in a different location. Both these locations would be connected via wide area networks. I mean, the location where your employees are there using their workstation computers, and then the location where your servers are there, which is your data center, they would be connected using some form of networking, which is generally called as wide area network, so that your users or your employees can work with those servers. Okay. Some companies would lease a space from a third-party provider. These third-party companies will already have large buildings with all the essential needs for a data center, and they rent data center space to other companies. So if I run a company and I do not want to build my own data center, then I can rent some data center space from such third-party vendors and place my servers in there. So in this case, as an IT recruiter, you may also need to find out whether your client needs a data center specialist. I mean, you can begin your conversation by asking, okay, where is your data center located? And do you need any data center specialists? But who is a data center specialist? How is he or she different from your regular computer hardware engineers? For example, in a data center, you are not going to buy computers like these individual boxes with monitors and keyboards and keep them on a table or something. Okay. Instead, you'll buy sleek but powerful computers such as these and put them in a rack like this to save space. Also, each server computer, they do not they don't need their own monitor and keyboard. So instead, a common monitor and keyboard, which can be tucked inside, can be used. Okay, the point is, this architecture is different from your general architecture. And with this kind of sophistication being needed, then you would need a data center specialist to design and maintain your data center. Thank you.